Hey everybody, Keith here from DSC. We hope you all are safe and sound at home, resting up, but we do have a little bit of an effort for you if you want to get that done in your own time. This would be due by tomorrow night, Tuesday, so we can have something for you to do Wednesday and Thursday. Part A, pretty simple. We've got whatever type of warm-up you would like to do. This can be walking outside, it can be going for a jog, whatever cardio machine you have available to you. Feel free to hit whatever type of cars or air squats, jumping around, burpees, jump rope, whatever you want to do. 10 minutes or so, enough to break a sweat. If you need more movement, now's your time to get it because everything else is pretty strict strength. All right, after you're warmed up, we've got a movement path for you. This is going to open up the hips for the strict single leg strength that we're doing. We've got 5 minutes of a path moving from a Cossack squat into a long stance split squat. From there, we're going to flex the knee, pulling heel to butt to fire up the hamstring, and then collapse into the deepest kneel that we feel we can to get some knee flexion. 5 minutes is going to feel like a lot. It should get you pretty warm and allow you to really grease that groove. So here's a movement demo for that right now. All right, everybody, here's your movement path. We are going to start by sitting into a Cossack squat on one side, whichever side you'd like to start with. Come back up. I just squatted to my left, so I'm going to turn to my left. Get a long stance split squat, pushing forward as deep into that as I can. The knee goes to the ground. I'm going to pull heel to butt, staying as tall as I can, and then sit back into that lean, getting a good hamstring stretch as low as I feel I can. From there, I'll go back up into that split squat, put the toe back on the ground, drive up, turn to the middle, and then I'm ready to start my next rep. Cossack squat, turn, long stance split squat, heel to butt, collapse kneel, and then finish your rep. All right, for our main strength work today, we've got 5 working sets of some single leg movements. Each of these is unilateral, so you'll need to get a set on your right, a set on your left, and then rest as needed before moving on to your next movement. But movement 1, movement 2, movement 3, and then start all over for a new set. Our first movement is the body weight rear foot elevated split squat. We've been doing this with dumbbells in class. We don't have the opportunity to use external load unless you have it at home, but we're encouraging you to just use tempo to encourage lots of time under tension. These are going to be slow, and we'll get faster each week for as long as we're all quarantined away from each other. So we'll show you a demo of the split squat right now. You're going to be doing max quality reps at a tempo of 5 seconds down, a 5-second pause at the bottom, up strong, and then reset for your next rep. So here's that. All right, rear foot elevated split squat. If you've been doing these, you know that the spacing is pretty important. We need to find a point where at the bottom of this, I can get a nice stretch through here. Maybe the knee touches the ground, maybe not. So this is too close, this is too far. So once you find your spacing, we're gonna go for reps at a tempo of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down to whatever the bottom is for you. 2, 3, 4, 5 at the bottom on tension, not relaxed. Drive up strong, and then a quick reset, 2 seconds at the most into your next rep. Going to be very strict about this tempo. If things start to speed up or break apart, then that's when your set ends. All right, next movement, we've got a single leg hip thrust. This can be double leg if you feel like double leg is challenging enough, but we'll show you the single leg variation. We've got a pretty wide range here of 6 to 12 reps based on your level of strength. But however many reps you do, your last rep, you need to be able to complete a 10-second hold. So if that starts to fall apart, consider doing less on your next set. Showing you that hip thrust right now. We've got our shoulder blades on the bench like we're in a hot tub. At the top of that hip thrust, we need our shins to be vertical, so that will set your spacing. From here, I'm gonna pick one leg up, hinge down, hips touch the ground, drive up strong with a big butt squeeze. Just a good controlled tempo. Once I feel the burn and I decide I need to have that be my last rep, I'm gonna hold for 10, pushing my hips as high as I can the whole time. I'll rest and then do the other leg. All right, last movement we've got in our 5 rounds is gonna be a side star plank. This is gonna involve the hips, but it's also gonna be a good core challenge for us. Each round, you're gonna do a tough hold on each side. That can last up to a minute. If you're holding a minute, no problem. then it's something we'll progress next week. But that side star plank is gonna look like this. We're gonna go for a straight body line from our knee up to our shoulders, so don't let your hips sit back. We're gonna drive up on our shin and our elbow, spread the knees out as far as you can, and then hold from there. And then you'll let yourself down. Rest, and go on the other side. Find your body alignment, drive up, really focus on using the hip to create as much abduction as you can. 60 seconds should be very difficult.
Cool.
All right, that's your workout. If you've got any questions about it, Keith at Dayton Strength, Zach at Dayton Strength, Sarah at DaytonStrength.com. Should be comments in the Facebook group if you need things answered quickly too. And feel free to tag us in Instagram story or whatever so we can see that you did that and, you know, give you credit.